Rayne, okay, yes, yes, good stuff, good writing. This describes things good, definitely. I'm liking it. I think this was a good idea putting this texture pattern on here. I really do. I think it's a great idea. It adds just a little mystique, a little mysterious kind of question to the cover that I think is really effective. I've just got really just a couple of recommendations. I think the placement of the title is good, but I think it's encroaching on the whale. I would move it down just a little bit. Right now, it seems like it's a little bit closer to the left side than the right. So if you want it centered, make sure it's centered. Sometimes, depending on the way a typeface is slanted or leaning, or the oblique angle of a typeface, kind of creates these optical illusions that something could be more left or more farther right when indeed they are centered. So sometimes you have to make optical adjustments. So just if it's perfectly centered by math and it doesn't look centered, just kind of nudge it over one way or another. Right now, I think it looks heavy. It's too close to this side of the composition. Um, by Herman Melville, I don't even think you need the byline and the colon. I don't. I just think Herman Melville is fine. I think right now I would get that out of the center of the composition because you don't want too much symmetry in here. I think this is really a nice tension up here, but this is taming things down a little bit. So I would like to add to this kind of tension. Let's reduce the size of the Herman Melville a little bit, just a little bit. I'd say just a point or so, and then let's put it down in this corner. Okay, maybe take this guideline right here and then take the E from Melville and align it to that ship right there. Okay, doesn't have to be too big. Watch my cursor, just something like that. Okay, now the Moby Dick title itself, as I said, I like stylistically what's happening in the typeface, but the typeface unfortunately is too hard to read. You have to come into this imagining that the person who's looking at this has no prior knowledge to the story, therefore can't put together the name based on context. Do you see what I'm saying? So this has to be really legible. Right now, it's not. It looks like Malloy or Malloy or Maloy. It's just or Maley. It's just really difficult. I would select another type of this type of typeface, this kind of mock handwritten thing. But something that's just a little bit more legible. And then my final recommendation is to take your eyedropper tool and then come in this composition and select a color, maybe one of the blue colors, okay? Or even maybe it's one of the darker areas of blue, like right here or something. And then try right now I think there's a little incongruence between them. There's not a whole lot of harmony between these two blues. Okay, this one is much more vibrant, it's much more saturated. So I would like to get this color scheme a little bit more in accordance with the background. So what you want to do is take your eyedropper tool, as I said, and maybe search around I would stay away from grays, anything in the black or gray area, and just search around for different areas that you can pick up color and add to the type. Okay, and I think that would really bring a lot of harmony between the title and the background image. Other than that, good. I love it. I love it. I think it's really, really effective. Good job. Good job. Good creativity. Nice work. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'll be glad to make any necessary clarifications. Good job, Rayne.